Your cat has dozens of cozy spots to sleep, from the top of their cat tree to that fancy cushioned bed they claim as their throne. But somehow, they always end up curled on your pillow, pressed to your chest, or stretched out between your legs like it's their personal hammock. So why do they still choose to sleep with you? And what does your cat's favorite sleeping spot actually reveal about your bond? Stick around, because we're about to reveal 8 reasons your cat sleeps with you and what those nighttime snuggles really mean. Number 8. Safety and security. Ever wonder why your cat sleeps right up against you, or even with their back turned? It might look like indifference, but it's actually one of the highest compliments in cat language. In the wild, cats never fully let their guard down while sleeping. Even at home, they nap lightly, always semi-alert. That's why they have a third eyelid, the nictitating membrane that lets them stay aware even while dozing. So, if your cat snuggles beside you, tucks behind your knees, or snoozes with their back facing you, they're sending a clear message. I trust you to keep me safe. And if you've ever tried to slither out of bed like a snake just to avoid waking them, that's the price of trust. You're not just their human, you're their bodyguard on night duty. Number 7. Warmth. Cats love warmth, not just as a preference, but as a necessity. The average cat's body temperature is between 100.5 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 38 to 39.2 degrees Celsius. In the wild, cats often sleep in piles to share warmth and preserve energy, especially in colder environments. At home, if you've ever seen your cat snuggling with a sibling or curling into the crook of your arm, you've witnessed this instinct in action. And if they're stretched out along your legs like a fuzzy hot water bottle, congratulations! You've just been upgraded to premium heating mode. Your body isn't just warm, it's a heated mattress with a heartbeat. You're a soft, stable heat source that beats any fancy plush bed or sunbeam. So when your feline companion flops across your feet like a furry radiator, chooses to sprawl across your body like a living scarf, or wedge themselves behind your knees, it's not just affection, it's thermodynamics and with a touch of love. Number 6. Territory and familiarity. Ever notice how your cat somehow manages to take up half the bed, despite being the size of a throw pillow? That's not just feline sass, it's instinct. Cats are naturally territorial creatures. From a young age, they learn to mark spaces as their own for survival and comfort. When they choose your bed, or your pillow, or that dip in the blanket at your feet, they're not just looking for a cozy spot, they're making a statement. Your cat may rub against your legs, knead the blanket, or walk in slow circles before curling up. These aren't just bedtime rituals. They're actively spreading scent using the glands in their cheeks, paws, and head. They're sending a clear message. This space is mine. But here's the sweet part. They don't mark what they don't care about. When they take over your bed, they're wrapping their scent around someone they love. Pro tip: if you'd prefer not to share your bed because of fur, allergies, or sleep disruption, set up an elevated shelf or windowsill nook nearby with a cozy blanket or one of your worn t-shirts. It still smells like you and gives them a high perch they'll love. That's not just ownership, that's belonging. Number 5. Routine and bonding. Your cat might seem unpredictable. 1 minute aloof, the next glued to your side like a fluffy shadow. But when it comes to sleep, they're all about routine. So when your cat curls up beside you every night like clockwork, or claims the same spot behind your knees like it's reserved seating, or waits for you under the covers, they're not just following a habit, it's a ritual. In the wild, consistency brings safety. Returning to familiar places and sticking to predictable routines helps cats feel secure and reduces stress. At home, sleeping beside you becomes part of that calming rhythm. And here's the beautiful part. Shared routines aren't just comforting, they're bonding. When your cat joins you night after night, they're reinforcing trust through rhythm and repetition. And remember, next time you feel the brush of fur on your arm, the warmth behind your knees, or the soft purr syncing with your breath, just know they're not just sleeping, they're syncing with your breath, your warmth, your rhythm, because in their world, that is connection. Number 4. Pure affection. Ever felt a warm paw rest on your chest like a sleepy little seal? Or noticed your cat gently stretching their paws toward you before curling into a purring loaf? That's a love letter in feline style. Sure, cats have a reputation for being independent, even aloof, but when it comes to sleep, their actions often speak louder than their reputation. If your cat chooses to sleep beside you, especially when they have countless cozy spots around the house, they're showing one of the clearest signs of affection a cat can give. Do they stretch their paws toward you before dozing off? Rest their head on your lap or chest. Let out that deep, steady purr as they melt into sleep. That's cat code for I trust you and I love being close. Here's the cool part, that purring isn't just relaxing, it's actually therapeutic. Researchers have found that the low-frequency vibrations of a cat's purr can promote bone healing, relax muscles, and reduce stress in both cats and humans. It's like they're turning themselves into a furry white noise machine that just happens to love you. Want to reinforce the bond? Try speaking softly or giving your fur baby a gentle pet when they seek contact. Little gestures like that go a long way in cat language. Number 3. Companionship. What if I told you that the common belief that cats are solitary creatures is actually a myth? Unlike their wild ancestors who had to rely on independence to survive, our house cats have adapted, and they're more social than people think. In fact, recent studies show that cats get lonely, crave companionship, and value connection, especially with the humans they trust. This is especially true when it comes to sleep. In multi-cat colonies, cats often snooze touching the ones they trust most. So, when your cat curls up beside you like a certified emotional support loaf, they're not just staying warm or looking for comfort, they're staying close to someone they feel emotionally bonded with. If your cat wedges behind your knees, presses against your chest, or curls up next to you like a little loaf of loyalty, they're not just claiming a comfy spot, they're claiming you, their chosen bedtime buddy, emotional support human, and part-time heater. It's not because they need you, it's because they want to be near you. Number 2. Attention. You probably know the usual tricks, the meows, the nudges, the not-so-gentle paw to the face. When your cat wants your attention, they'll make it known, loudly. But here's something sneakier. Sometimes they skip the drama and go for the cuddle. If your cat drapes themselves across your chest or rests their head on your arm as you drift off, they're not just getting cozy, they're placing themselves exactly where you'll notice them. You might even feel the soft weight of their fur pressing down, or wake up to a tail flicking against your cheek. Cats are smart. They've learned that bedtime is prime time. No distractions, no emails, no vacuum. Just you, a warm blanket, and a captive audience. So instead of pacing or meowing, they claim their spot and wait, like a furry little reminder that affection is a two-way street. If your cat does this, don't be surprised if it's their way of asking for a pet, a scratch, or even a half-blinking sleepy check-in. That's their version of, hey, don't forget me. And if it's becoming a nightly habit, consider adding a bit of playtime before bed. A tired cat is a cuddly cat, and a better sleeper for both of you. Number 1. Curiosity. Ever notice how your cat treats every room like a mystery novel and every object like a puzzle piece? That same curiosity shows up when they choose to sleep beside you. Cats are natural explorers. They sniff, poke, test, and investigate their environment constantly. So if your cat leaves their usual napping spot and hops onto your bed, part of it may be pure feline curiosity, like saying, "What's it like to sleep here?" You might notice them trying out different sleep positions, draped across your legs, curled behind your knees, or even head resting on your shoulder with ears perked. These aren't just comfort tests. They're strategic placements that allow them to stay close while still keeping tabs on their environment. That mix of comfort and curiosity is part of what makes your cat's bond with you unique. They're not just choosing a new nap zone, they're choosing you as a subject of interest, a safe spot, and maybe even their favorite nighttime experiment. Quick pause. If any of these adorable bedtime rituals sound suspiciously like your fur baby, give that like button a little tap and subscribe for more feline wisdom. It helps our community of cat lovers grow, and who knows, maybe your cat will reward you with a bonus biscuit making session tonight. Sleeping spots and their meanings. Now that we've uncovered the 8 reasons your cat sleeps with you, it's time to look a little closer at where they choose to sleep and what that says about your relationship. Ever wondered why your cat chooses one spot on the bed tonight and a totally different one tomorrow? Whether they curl up at your feet, snuggle against your chest, or drape themselves across your pillow like royalty, your cat's sleep spot says more than you might think. Let's break down what each position could really mean. Starting with the most classic, sleeping at your feet. Have you ever woken up to find your cat curled neatly at the bottom of the bed, like a furry foot warmer with an attitude? It might look random, but this spot says more than you'd think. Cats that sleep near your feet are often showing affection, but in a way that fits their personality. It's connection with a side of personal space. They're close because they trust you, but they also like having a little breathing room. According to vets, some cats also gravitate toward your feet because it's cooler there. After warming up on your chest or pillow, they may quietly migrate to the foot of the bed, not because they've lost interest, but because your body heat turned the rest of the bed into a feline sauna. You're a 5-star furnace and they're just regulating the temperature. There's also a practical side. The end of the bed gives them a clear escape route. It's not about fear, it's instinct. For cautious cats, or those who like a midnight zoomy session or 2 a.m. litter box run, it's prime real estate. Less flailing limbs to dodge, easier to slip away unnoticed. And for some cats, it's not just about avoiding chaos, it's about keeping watch. Sleeping at your feet gives them a wide-angle view of the room, a quick getaway path if something startles them. They might be resting, but they're also on duty and ready to leap into action if their internal alarm bells go off, just in case danger strikes or someone opens a tuna can in the next room. So if your cat chooses your feet as their sleeping spot, it's not distance. It's trust, strategy, comfort, and maybe a little temperature control. Sleeping on your chest. Ever feel the weight of your cat curled up right on your chest? Like a warm, purring paperweight? It's not just cute, it's personal. But why do they plop down on your chest? Because it guarantees your full attention. It's like feline stage diving. Dramatic, effective, and impossible to ignore. According to the Journal of Veterinary Behavior, cats are drawn to familiar scents and steady rhythms. Your chest? That's the whole package. Warmth, heartbeat, breath. It reminds them of the safety they felt with their mother. When your cat chooses this spot, it's one of the strongest signals of emotional closeness. But there's also a practical side. Sleeping on your chest lets them stay close to your face, your voice, your breathing, your scent. It's comfort and closeness, delivered with typical cat precision. To your cat, your chest isn't just a soft landing, it's a safe zone. And in their language, that quiet pressure, that's them saying, right here feels like home. Sleeping on your head or pillow. Ever woken up to find a tail flicking across your face? Or a paw gently claiming your forehead? If your cat sleeps near or directly on your head, it's one of the most intimate spots they could choose. Experts say cats are drawn to your head because it's warm, still, and filled with your scent. Dr. Michael Delgado, feline behaviorist and author of Play with Your Cat, explains that your head holds your strongest natural scent and stays motionless through the night. The perfect combo for a comfort-seeking kitty. It also places them near your face where they can hear your breath and feel the rise and fall of your chest, a rhythm that soothes them like a heartbeat. Of course, if whiskers in your eyes or midnight hair kneading isn't your idea of bonding, try placing a soft cat bed or your worn t-shirt near the head of your bed. They still get the comfort they want, just with a little more personal space for you. Sleeping under the covers. Some cats snooze politely on top of the blankets. Others, they tunnel under like they're trying to join a secret underground society. According to a 2020 study by Purina, cats who burrow under the blankets are often seeking the same cozy, enclosed feeling they had as kittens. It's not just cozy, it's deeply instinctual. And if you're the one they choose to curl up with under the covers, congratulations! You've just been promoted to honorary cat mom and chief cuddle bunker. So if your cat wiggles under the duvet and settles in beside you, take it as the ultimate compliment. They're not just staying the night. They're nesting in for the long haul, and they've chosen you as their human hot water bottle and emotional support cave. Blankets also help block out noise and light, which lets them fully relax. Just don't be surprised if you wake up sweating. Cats may love the heat, but now you're both in a cuddle sauna. Sleeping curled up behind your knees. It's 3 a.m. You shift slightly, and there it is. A soft fur ball nestled behind your knees like a purring comma. But why does your cat love this oddly specific spot? According to feline behaviorists and vets, it comes down to warmth and security. The crook behind your knees offers a cozy, enclosed nook, perfect for a cat looking to stay close while still feeling protected. It's like the feline version of a weighted blanket, but fuzzier and with whiskers. This spot also means they trust you. Cats only curl up in tucked-away places when they feel safe, and the back of the knee zone is low traffic, soft and stable, especially if you sleep like a log. So if your cat chooses this spot, take it as a quiet compliment. Apparently, your knees rank 5 stars for comfort and emotional safety. Sleeping between your legs. If your cat loves sleeping between your legs, congratulations! You're officially the coziest tunnel on Earth. This position checks all their boxes. It's warm, enclosed, and just the right amount of hidden. Being tucked between your legs mimics the safety of a covered cat bed or even a cardboard box, places where they can relax and feel secure. It's also a sign of affection and trust. When your cat chooses this spot, they're not just staying close, they're letting their guard down completely. The rhythm of your breath, the soft give of your legs, it all reminds them of kittenhood. And yes, you're basically a deluxe kneading pillow. And for cats who like to keep an eye on things, this position offers a solid vantage point, just in case a toy, treat, or threat appears. Sleeping sprawled across the bed. If your cat sleeps stretched out like royalty across your bed, they're not just trying to steal space, they're likely scent marking their favorite crash zone. According to feline behaviorists, cats that sprawl out fully are often regulating body heat. Stretching out allows them to cool down, especially if they've been curled up on top of you like a furry furnace. But there's more to it. This position also signals trust. A cat lying belly up or limbs extended is exposing their most vulnerable areas, a clear sign they feel secure in your presence. And if they're hogging the entire mattress, they might be claiming a little bit of real estate, one paw gland at a time. Cats use scent glands in their paws and flanks to mark familiar spots, including your bed. So when your cat flops across the covers, they're laying down comfort, trust, and a tiny bit of territorial persuasion, sleeping with their back turned to you. Ever feel slightly offended when your cat turns away and curls up with their back to you? It's not disrespect. It's actually deep trust and quiet love, in cat language. In the wild, cats never expose their backs to potential danger. So when they turn their back to you at bedtime, they're saying, "I feel so safe, I don't even need to watch you." This isn't distance, it might be the best compliment your cat can give. They're relaxed, secure, and ready to rest without worry. So if your kitty does that with you, congrats. You're officially in your cat's inner circle. So next time your cat curls up behind your knees, drapes across your pillow, or quietly turns their back to you, you'll know it's not just about comfort, it's connection. Curious what your cat's favorite sleeping position says about their personality? If you'd love to become a true cat whisperer, don't miss our video on the cozy body language of feline snoozing. 13 adorable positions decoded just for cat lovers. And if you want even more ways to strengthen your bond, check out our playlist on feline love. It's full of positive insights and trust-building tips. Which of these sleep spots surprised you most? Or which one does your cat claim night after night? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your bedtime whisker stories. Because in the feline dictionary, I love you translates to sleepy head nudges, soft purrs, and foot warming flops.